One of the other pieces to this as well, and we mentioned this before, is this takes a lot of resource, right, from a government entity who's going to put in the bid to try to develop match. If you don't have the people, or they may not have the right skill set to do that recruiting and marketing and basically gaining commitment from private sector, because you have to do that up front, right? You have to get that agreement up front. It's a big lift.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a huge lift. And again, I think I would go back to the fourth point on here. It takes that recruiting, it takes those marketing skills, but you know what it also does? It also, and we may be getting to the next slide. This is a marketing and a recruiting and education skill to your senior leaders, your political leaders in your jurisdiction, because they're going to have to help you sell this, because these vendors are going to go back to your mayors, your county commissioners, and those types of things, and say, hey, what's in this for me? Your guy over here, Daryl Darnell, your emergency manager guy, is telling me he needs 25%. What are you saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a big. So there's really two parts to this marketing. One is to your governmental leaders,
Yeah.
right, and the other one is to the business owners.
The business owner,
right?
Your chamber of commerce, and to your mayor, your county exec, your city administrator, whatever you want to call it, your county sheriff.
Right. Yeah, and I think that was one of the things, and we'll get into it later here. I think that was one of the approach that you guys took, which was really different, is that you really targeted the vendor community, the people that you were going to give the funding to do the work. And not a lot of people do that or understood how to do that. And that's really the crux of this program.
Exactly.
Which we'll get into later. To me, that was the innovation that I think you and the other states did back in 2009 that made a huge difference. And we'll get into that in just a minute.